Now, in order to even unlock Poron, there are a bunch of quests you would have needed to have completed, and there are residents that you will need on your island as well in order to unlock her. So let's get started. You will need the creation station, which is unlocked through a quest called A Place to Art. You need this because you need to actually craft the ribbon for her. Then the actual quest for unlocking Poron, get her in your visitors tab, is a gift for Cinnamon Roll. You would have also needed to have completed Cafe Cinnamon Unite. And in order to even unlock this quest, you will need a few residents on your island. You'll need Azuki, Cappuccino, Chiffon, Cocoa, Espresso, Mocha, and of course Nuts. Then once those folks have moved in, you'll need to complete some more quests. So one of those quests is the Cinna Runaround, Friends from Cafe Cinnamon 1, and Friends from Cafe Cinnamon 2. A Day Out for Cinnamon Roll Part 1, A Day Out for Cinnamon Roll Part 2, Little Friendship from Cafe Cinnamon, the Island Showstoppers quest. Then you would have needed to have done the Friendship Never Fades quest series, where there is Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. What do you have to do when you get a gift for Cinnamon Roll quest? So you will need blue candles, and you will of course need the ribbon bow, whatever it's called. I have included the location of 10 bits of ribbon. It was a separate video, but I thought I'd put it in here in case you're looking for ribbon as well. But unfortunately only 2 spawn per day next to the creation station, so make sure you're picking them up. You will of course need access to the Merry Meadow gazebo area in order to even get to that particular chest. Otherwise you'll just have to keep picking up your 2 pieces of ribbon per day, or you could try trading with people, or you could use island bouquets. Now once you've gone ahead and given those things to Cinnamon Roll and you've actually completed the quest, you should actually have her in your visitors tab now, so you should be able to go and prepare a cabin for her. Let's go over Poron's requirements one more time. So, I've already done a video on her requirements, but I thought I'd put it all in one video just so it's all one big guide for you in case you need it. So, for Poron to come on your island, she needs a few requirements in her cabin. So the first one she needs is a piece of the Lifetime Jubilee clothing. Then she needs a piece of the Hugs and Hearts clothing. Then she needs a piece of the Color Blaze Carnival clothing. It's the event where we got the marigolds from. Then she needs a piece of the Month of Meh clothing. Then she needs a piece of the Paper Parade clothing. Then she needs to have a piece of the Friendship Festival clothing. And she also really likes the dreamy stuff. So if you put stuff that has this particular tag in her cabin, you'll get the multiplier, which will increase her chances of visiting. Now, in order to display clothing, you will need clothing stands. Now, you can't trade for these, but you can go to other people's islands and buy them there, or you can of course buy them on your own island. Now, what do you do if you do not have access to these bits of clothing and whatnot? Well, you do have a couple options. You can either wait until these events roll around again and then get the clothing like that, or you can find somebody in the Discord server who's willing to level up to, I believe it's like level 15 or something. It could be wrong. It could be like level 20, but that will take like 3 months. It's a very long process, and it's a weekly thing as well. It's a kind of a big commitment, but if you can find somebody who's willing to do that for you, then hopefully you will be able to get these lovely pieces of clothing and get your Poron. Now, I did have to go on the wiki for this one because I can't find my footage that I had of all the quests for her, but basically you'll need 1 chocolate chai. You'll need to make 1 chocolate chai the first time she comes onto your island. and that will get you your first star. Then for the second one, you'll need 5 chocolate coins, which are found around the sunken ship. If you need to know how to make the chocolate chai, I do have an all recipes guide video up, so you could have a look at that if you're stuck. Then for the sweet snaps quest, which is what you get with 3 stars, you will need to take a selfie with Cinnamon Roll. Then for 4 stars, you'll get a quest called Glitter and Glow, and you'll have to catch the Starry Nightwing. You will have to have that particular area unlocked where the Starry Nightwing is. They're around the Candy Cloud machine, and I believe it's nighttime they're around. Now for 5 stars, folks, you're going to have to cook 3 toasted marshmallow clouds. And if you want the recipe for that, I do have a all recipes guide video up, like I said earlier. Once you've asked her to move in, she'll have a new quest for you, which is called Hither and Yon. So first things first, you will need to go ahead and go talk to Cinnamon Roll. Then Cinnamon Roll will say something along the lines of, maybe she can help us find milk. So you go ahead and you go and talk to Poron on the Cozy Island, and she's loving it here, absolutely loving it. And then she mentions something about time travel and when is milk. Not where is milk, folks, when is milk. When is milk? Now I would have thought that you'd have to look at the expiry date of milk to know when is milk. I'm joking. This little milk has no expiry date. We love them. We absolutely love them. But anyway, Poron talks about her companion Coroon. Now, you'll need to make a beacon for Coroon, which needs 250 stardust and a flower crown. Now, once you've given those to Cinnamon Roll, they will say to come back tomorrow. It does kind of suck we have to wait a whole day, but I'm sure it will be worth it in the end. Coroon's gift to you is something called a time capsule, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves one. Thank you very much, my lovely. I love having you here. Do not move out. Okay. It took too long to get you here. Let's have a look for the time capsule. So let's open one. And we got a strawberry crate. So you can get one of 3 things in a time capsule. You can get a strawberry crate, 5 wooden sticks, or you can get a Cinnamon Roll gift box. Now, part 2 of the quest involves actually getting Coroon here. So they talk about how much the items we gave Cinnamon Roll are gonna really appeal to Coroon. And then Poron just pulls this thing out of her pocket. Like, where was she keeping that, folks? I don't know. Anyway, so this thing, it beams a light up, right? And then they're like, yeah, there, that should do it, apparently. And Coroon will be able to find that. Okie dokie, fine. I am so excited for Coroon. And then poor Cinnamon Roll is just thinking about milk. Now, after all that, you should have a new visitor in your visitors tab called Coroon. And you can actually go ahead and you can go and prepare a cabin for Coroon in advance. Currently they're not travelling, but maybe when you watch this video they might be, you never know. Apparently, I think they travel like once a month, maybe, something to do with the moon or something. Kind of cool, actually, you know? To have like a schedule like that. I mean, it's a bit of a pain because we want to get them as fast as possible, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I've been MS Moonstar, you've been amazing, folks. Let me know if you need any help down in the comments below, and yeah, ta-ta! Ta-ta!